Welcome to
Technology,
Automotive,
and Gaming.
Today we're finished with the awesome whiteout computer. My computer there, it's awesome. It has minor little scuffs and things. It's a prototype thing, and we're working on it, and we finally finished. In my opinion, it's finished.
Over 7 months ago.
Yeah, it's a long time.
6 months ago. 7 months ago.
October. This is
Check those videos out up there.
Yeah, this
Stay
is April.
subscribed
It's a
for
long
new
time.
computer mods. What we do.
And yeah, I'm gonna set this up in my house. We're gonna show up my setup in the house. It's gonna be awesome, but now it's done. Let's do a little takeover of this thing. So obviously the most noticeable thing is
The monitor.
the whiteout monitor here. It is awesome. Very crisp. Obviously we got some hot glue mess going on.
Because we went through 2 displays.
Yeah, we went through 2 displays, 6
multiple
boards.
Yeah, multiple. Actually, we broke a couple of the other ones, taking them apart before they even hit the floor. Then we had one hit the floor. It was lasting great, and it was great until one of the ribbon cables finally
literally
decided.
3 weeks ago. I mean, we were stunned 3 weeks ago.
So we tried to take the other one. These are the nice ones. They were moving really nicely until finally we had to take this on and off so many damn times. They finally decided to nope. And then these was the new one. We literally put it on there, and after about 2.5 hours, a little too short, we start peeling, and our paper towel caught one of the ends and easily ripped it off.
We got the board put back there. You can see in our B-roll.
This mod worked great.
Until you put to a graphics card.
Over 3 years ago when people started doing this, because you had DVI outputs on every single graphics card, 1 HDMI to 2 HDMI outputs depending on the card, and usually 1 DisplayPort output. Well, the new cards, which we dumped $1,100, $1,200 into this card, it's a 6800, which is a little overpriced, but
nice card, you know.
it's a nice card. Prices have gone up on them, but DisplayPort does not work for sure. Do not try to do DisplayPort to a DVI.
Yeah, it puts out too many volts.
Too many volts,
Fried
and you will fry the boards.
Fried so
Right
many.
through the DisplayPort thing. So if you try to
They
do
all
it,
fry.
yep, to adapter won't work. We then tried, after we had bought a new monitor and everything, I was like, well, maybe it's because we wanted the control. You want to have that control of being able to control the contrast. And it looks like we're okay not doing the contrast. We have no control of the contrast except through the monitor, but it looks pretty dang good.
Which we put in the back.
We did, but the problem seemed to be that the volts even through the HDMI was too high. Now, we went ahead and we got this J5 Create to HDMI adapter. You can get them from DVI to VGA adapters as well, and they would work fine too. Just keep it within HDMI or less.
Yeah.
Older style. And because you want an older monitor. You could try this with a newer one. I just don't know if it would be as crisp. As you can see here, it is a lot crisper.
Has bigger pixels.
Bigger pixels in this type of mod. Now, when it comes to gaming, you want smaller pixels and more high dense pixels. But in this case, you want bigger pixels and more spread out and less congested pixels so you can see through the monitor. Otherwise, you'll never see through the monitor.
Yeah, you want to be able to see through.
Right.
The whole point is to be able to have a wet computer that you can see everything that's behind the image.
Yep. So the adapter, I think, is highly needed. Or you could potentially try onboard graphics if you have Intel or a AMD with built-in graphics. I can't promise you, but I have a feeling that would not short it out. But in our case, we have a 2700X, no built-in graphics.
Nope.
And we had to try to tap into the graphics card, and that just fried multiple boards. So if you don't have onboard graphics, I highly recommend getting a USB to monitor adapter, because it doesn't have to be the J5 Create or the brand.
No.
But
we bought because it was there.
It was there. It was the thing we found. It was what, 20 bucks?
It was less than 20.
20 bucks. It was affordable. So
I think actually it was like 12.
Definitely need to do that. Then
15.
we're not even talking about the front monitor. Boom.
Boom.
Front monitor. Touchscreen.
Super cool. Here's the thing I like about this front monitor. As you can see here.
It should start playing music.
Boom.
Playing music. Yeah.
That doesn't matter. It's awesome. It's great for doing Pandora. We're gonna have to redo the faceplate, but I'm impatient. I want the computer now because I've waited for so long.
We're gonna trim it down, repaint it a little bit, and then this isn't exactly stuck on great. It does come off, so we'll have to glue it on. But
for now, it's good.
For now, it's good.
And then we also did, which it's just a touch for me, is this here hood scoop. Now, it turned out the hood scoop was more of a problem than we thought. I thought, oh, hood scoops just fit on. Hood scoops have curves. So, it's on. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried my hardest to get it, but I'm just keeping it. We already have the vent. I could just leave the venting open without the hood scoop, but I like the hood scoop. I like how you can see through it. I like how when you put smoke through it, it looks awesome.
The airflow does blow up top. Actually, we made fun of this at first. In one of the other videos. This is even warm. Jeez, I feel that.
That's why it's fake carbon fiber.
But the thing is it kind of, I think, helps having it blow to the front, because the heat blows to the front versus everything usually blows to the back, which the heat congested. This is blowing the heat to the front, which is not what you do with the car. You usually suck in, but it blows it to the front, letting the exhaust heat up there, and then this blows everything heat from the motherboard out this way, which is kind of like divide and conquer, kind of like trying to remove, separate the heat flow in two different zones, which is probably why it stays kind of cool.
Could be, you know, that hood scoop could be doing better than we think.
Could be
pretty awesome. Who knows? I really wanted the hood scoop. I wanted a car touch, you know, because I kind of got this custom silver with green going on. I thought, you know, I want a hot rod kind of color, you know? Something that's different, not like hot rod red, but a nice hot rod color. And I think we did pretty good with that. And the hood scoop just adds a nice touch to it, you know?
There's plenty of air. Believe it or not, there's a good amount of airflow through this case.
Oh yeah, a lot of airflow.
The CPU stays cool. Water cooling with this really helped. The CPU stays around 50-60 degrees.
Oh yeah.
About 30 to 40 when it's just idling, and 60 to, I don't think it goes over 60 really when we're running benchmarks for about 30 minutes. We're running benchmarks. The motherboard actually got to 80 degrees, and the CPU stayed a nice 65-66 degrees.
Let's just say, how many computers you can say the back is just visually.
It's just like glowing. Like he'll put that back of the wall and it would just glow.
The whole thing will glow. It is so cool.
It's so bright in there too.
Yeah, it's just so bright. It's crazy bright.
The camera didn't even pick it up how bright it is. We've tried to show it in previous videos. You can check out when we try to tell you how to wire it if you're curious about that. There's a video up there telling you how to wire it. It doesn't show the
brightness. It's like its own little sun. You take this off, it's just so bright. Oh, this is awesome. So what we have here is basically a gaming computer with a cool ass monitor, a really good graphics card, 6800. I mean, she's nice, you know?
Third, fourth, or fifth, depending how you look at it, in line of top-end graphics cards.
A decent CPU, decent motherboard, great RAM, and we have, let's not mention, we have a
200, I think it's 120 or 250 gigabyte SSD for video editing, for like render videos and finish videos, because when you edit videos you want to do, I kind of learned this, you want to have 3 hard drives to do it. Your operating system hard drive, your data information, and then your render drive. So we have M.2, 500 gig, NVMe for the operating system, run all the programs, and if he wants to run a game off there, he can copy a few games to it.
Yeah.
We have
Halo.
250 gig to hold all his files, so he can quickly M.2 drive that's just SSD to run all his video files off of, and then the
5 terabyte
drive for all his mass storage to back up, put games on there or whatever. He can transfer between the main drive and whatnot, but it gives him a good amount of space on there. And then also the 120 gig standard SSD to put his render files on, and that way he will be able to edit videos fast, quick, and we will be able to bring more content. So subscribe so you see more of that content. So we will be able to
bring more contact. We have a video this Thursday on Throttle Thursday.
Stay in contact and subscribe.
And give us a like if you like this beautiful computer. I admit, it's a prototype, it's got its problems, but it is so nice to have a see-through computer with cool-ass videos. Look at this, more of that smoke. That smoke.
Yes.
Just blowing the smoke there. It is awesome. Let's not also mention, we do have up top here, we have some ports for up top. So we have so many ports. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 USBs back here, another HDMI. Oh, I even have a Type-C, so I can charge my phone and input data to my phone, because I do a lot of videos on my phone. It's a decent phone, quicker, because I do a lot of videos with my phone. That's awesome, because I have a decent phone. It does decent imaging and stuff like that. We have another HDMI port back here. That's awesome. I'll put another monitor, because I'm going to put more monitors here. I have 4 ports with the graphics card, and 2 of them are being used, but we're going to use the other 2 for another monitor. Most likely.
It even has digital audio out, which no one really ever used. I don't know what that was for, but
another USB up here, a micro USB.
USB
normally
3.0.
USB.
This is all through the USB. I think this is all through the USB 3.0 jack, possibly.
Then I have a normal SIM card up there and an SD. So I have so many input spaces on this little thing.
Not to mention 2 USB up front, and then another 2 USB 3.0 on the front.
It is just
this thing's
crazy.
loaded. Every port in there is maxed the hell out. Because if it wasn't, we would have actually probably put this adapter, this J5 adapter, since it's USB, within the case, and we would have never had to run it out. But we don't have any more USB ports built inside, so we are maxed out.
We're maxed out.
So
what motherboard are we running on this?
A little bit older of a motherboard. We're running the X370 MSI titanium motherboard. We did that, and yes,
it's silver.
It's silver. It is older, but it's overclocked. This thing is overclockable. It's a top line. It's a $200 motherboard, or actually over $200 when it was new, and we bought it used for about $200.
And we have what CPU hooked up to that?
2700X Special Edition, signed by Lisa Sue,
which is nice. And we're assuming that the signed one's gonna be just a little bit nicer.
And we only got it for $150. They're running, the non-signed ones are running for $250 right now. So that's an amazing.
That's because we got it last year. RAM, we're running how many gigs of RAM?
We're running 32 gigs of RAM. Only 300 megahertz. Yes, we could have got 32, but we got it for $100.
It was cheap RAM.
And RAM's prices are going up now, and it's running at 3,000 megahertz right now. We got it maxed out 3,000. I had to manually overclock it for 1080p video editing. I think it's gonna work great, and the graphics card will now play a major effect in that. The CPU doesn't really matter in that much anymore.
And when we did the bench testing, we're at the 82 percentile for almost everything across the board. 82% is pretty darn good. We talk about a computer that's kind of a gaming computer. It is a gaming computer if you want to game. But it's really for me to do videos. It's so close to top line. Think about this. If you had a car that was the 82 percentile performance, you'd be like, so that's where we're at. We're at 82 percentile performance. That means that there's only 18% people are better than me, and they probably do a lot more gaming, and most likely are sitting in a basement with
probably have top of the line hardware.
Most likely virgins. I just assume they're virgins.
You have upgradable room. We want silver. We want to keep it low cost, and this already costs more than we thought it would cost.
We're
graphics card.
pretty darn close to $2,000. I mean, at least $1,600.
After all the crap we had to break and throw away,
we're up there in price.
We're up there in price.
So
paint, everything, yeah.
It's decent. I love it. It's a great prototype, you know. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna keep, when we have the setup, I'll show you the setup, keep it upstairs in my room. Only downside I don't like is I have to run with the Wi-Fi because I don't have an old house. 85-year-old house.
Yes, we do have a Wi-Fi, 5 gigahertz. We didn't mention that. We had to put a Wi-Fi adapter in there. You probably see it in the red. I don't know if you've seen it in the videos. Wi-Fi adapter runs 5 gigahertz.
It's just decent. It works. I'm not really happy with downloading videos onto YouTube, but for video editing and gaming, it works okay. I've done Roblox with it and stuff like that. It does run well. It works nice. It's gonna do the job. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to have it in my house, you know. It's gonna be a nice computer there.
Yes, so subscribe to stay tuned to see the room tour of when he has it finally set up, to see more computer
Custom
mods.
computers.
We're looking at Iron Man. We're looking at a Stitch PC mod.
We're looking at Mandalorian PC.
And even once we get done with that, we're looking to do yours eventually.
Do your custom computer. Now, don't ask for this modern one unless you want to take
forever.
Because
and look amazing.
That one's tough.
We would do way better than this.
Yes,
I mean,
we wouldn't do. This is a prototype. We have future ideas for this see-through monitor. But if you want us to do yours, ask. We're actually looking into it. You have a computer expert here, painting expert right here, and we also have another painting expert behind the keys. Raise their hand, who can actually draw. We're looking to do it. We want to do some custom stuff. You've seen our other. Look at our other videos if you're interested in doing that. We're doing better and better computers. Bumblebee. We're doing better and better computers. I'm Shane.
I'm Tristan.
Tag, you're it.